And welcome to my wonderful show. Give everybody a minute to gather around and get in here. Gather around, gather around. So Batman has been having a hard time lately, right? Like I said, these past 2+ years I've been Batman have not been easy, but they have been wonderful and amazing to me, and some of the best times of my life. Um, Truthfully, man, this is my dream come true. What I do every day, I'm living my dream. So you shall all should ask yourselves, what are you doing with your time? Are you living your dream, or are you trying to live vicariously through me? Are you concerned and worried about what I'm doing more so than your own state of affairs and dilapidated circumstances and living in roach motel rooms? And right, people just got to understand, I truly am authorized by God. I have access forever. Okay, these people are funny, man. You know what I mean? Like, I just, I don't know what to tell you, man. You got a penguin sits there. That penguin, you sure do revolve around so-called women. I've noticed it's all you ever talk about. It's just kind of funny with a guy that looks like you, the way that you do, and we can see that you clearly have women problems. And it's kind of funny how often you refer to and talk to and about women. It's just kind of funny, you know. TJ was the same way up in Austin. They're all kind of like little mini beta simps. And like I said, I'm not mad at you. I don't have time or energy to give to people who, you know, are not worth that. Some people are just not worth one bit of your bitterness or pain. You know what I mean? Vinny Paz said that in a line before, and it's very true. Some people are not worth all that. That's why I don't do the chat room thing here, because the folks that are trying to come talk to me, um, tried to explain. I mean, you have to approach me on good, happy terms. I mean, you have to come correct, and it's always a calm conversation. Just because you're unhinged doesn't mean anything. I mean, people just have to understand the world doesn't care. You know, we're all moving regardless. When I win, um, I get rewarded. You understand? Nothing else. I get rewarded, and I've always rewarded myself. You know, always. When I succeed, I reward myself. You know, all I've been trying to do this entire time is just survive, get by. I'm the hardest working man in the world, right? I'll be addressing these folks online. They'll be talking about, I'm like, yo, please donate, show some support. If you remember, all these people wanted to take my words and change them, right? I mean, there's nothing to explain. We've been over it way too many times. This is a business. You understand? This is a business, and people's job, your actual job and responsibility and only inclination should be to pay me here. If you watch me, you owe me money, you should be paying me. This is a business. So it's not confusing. I provide a service. It's a business. You got to pay me. No business is just free, right? And it's just funny how, on one hand, they want to act like that, like they businesses are businesses, but technically, if you want to get technical and real, all these businesses like out here in the valley are a joke, and they're not real businesses. My business, however, is a real business. They're not the same at all in any regard or aspect. You understand? We have nothing in common at all, and we never will. So, that's all people got to understand. This is a very real, very legit business. And it is what it is. Here I am again today in the heat, and I gotta try to get to the water. That's what I have to do. Like I said, it's just ridiculous, man. I mean, like I said, these people, they all have a little bit of money. They're sitting there talking about me on panels. Again, this is karma and how reality works. Somebody put Groovy Jimmy in his place yesterday. Yeah, you never know when I'm watching. That's the best part about that. You never know when Batman's watching, what he's doing next. This is what I built. This is what you all built. You all made me. You're all responsible for Batman. Batman is tactical. Like I told you, when I told you I was done talking, I meant it. When I told you it's on, I meant it. I'm not playing about nothing. I'm coming for everything. You understand? I want it all. And these people don't get we're about, what's the day, the 15th? So we're about, yeah, about a week out, pretty much, about 7, 8 days, something like that, I think. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Really, technically, about 6 days because I think that other day is when my check's going to come. Right now, like I said, I got this bank account. I got to try to keep it going. I got to try to keep it positive. I have no choice. Have to. And these folks know I got to eat. I need what I need. I mean, it never makes any sense. I'm always moving efficiently. I pay my phone bill. I pay for a car lot every month over $100. Okay. I pay tons of stuff. Y'all don't know me. You don't know nothing about me. Why were you talking to me? Why did you have my name in your mouth? You see what I'm saying? I do a lot. I handle a lot. I always have. So for people to be, just saying things that aren't true, like we don't entertain that. So again, I'm a boss. I'm extremely responsible, and I've just been an overachiever forever. And these people feel some way about it. That's fine. I'm gonna continue to overachieve even more. And the more it bothers you, the more I'll overachieve. Feel me? So, I mean, it's not complicated. Nothing about this situation is complicated. Nothing about me is complicated. Nothing about what I'm doing is complicated. Um, it's all pretty clear if you ask me, brother. So I mean, you know, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous when you can see what these people have typed in the chat, what they're saying, and then, like I said, I'm still being put in these positions every day, and this is what I'm talking about. It's all going to come out in this federal lawsuit in the court case, right? All of it. It's all going to be exposed. It's all going to come out. And then you have to understand, on top of all this, then you have all these bystanders, right? Bystanders that half of them have access to the channel. They'd be listening to me, right? And y'all just sit there. You don't do nothing to actually help. I mean, you don't want to help. All these other people, they're the ones having red robe meetings at night. They're the Bavarian Freemasons that I defeated. All of them. And what they all are is Satanists. You understand? We're not playing around at all, okay, about nothing over here. Only people playing is you. Like I said, I took everyone head on and I won. You understand? I don't need to explain nothing to you people. We don't need to ever talk, right? It's on. It's been on. I don't know why folks would think that's cute to start trying to act like they're approaching me online to talk, trying to play games, you know, sending agents, all that stuff. I don't know what that is, but like I said, it's not a wise move. It's all working on my behalf to help me in this court case. So it is what it is. When I got all the info I need and I got everything I need, I'm guaranteed to win. And that's the thing, is not only have I defeated the Masons at a street level, all of them, I've shut down their organizations. I've exposed the enemy and exposed their organizations. There was a post today talking about we're supposed to expose the enemy, not people. I strongly disagree. Again, this is the problem with some of these people that want to tout God and religion and hide behind the name of God, but don't know what they're talking about. None of you make the rules. I am the Son of God. I will tell you the rules. You will follow them, and you will fall in line and play your position. You understand me? So again, when I say that people are going to prison, they go into prison. And you're going to see everything I say come true. When I say people are getting their karma and that you can see what God is doing, dismantling the enemy, that's exactly what has happened, has continued to happen, and will continue to happen. You people need to learn to sit down and be quiet and watch the show. You feel that? So, no, we don't just expose the enemy. That makes no sense. Okay? Y'all want to be cute about things. We got to expose these people. These people are no good. 100%, you're wrong. So, like I said, when grown folks talking, what do you do? Exactly. See, this is the problem. Got all these people, they're entitled. They got a free YouTube channel, so they thought they could talk while I'm talking. They think they can chime in and say their little opinion and add their 2 cents. Not at all. Y'all do not operate like this in reality, man. Like, I done seen people and folks like you, man. I done seen people try to get in my business when I was a little younger. I G-check them and let them know what's good out in the street real quick. Let them know. Like, hooting and hollering, like, who is you talking to? Like, what are you talking about? I'm not somebody who plays around, man. I'm somebody that I address issues direct. I am the problem solver, and the problem always gets solved. All these problems have been solved. All these problems out here got solved. I don't know what you talking about or who you think you're talking to, but again, y'all have me very misconstrued. You're very confused. Okay? So again, at the end of the day, it just is what it is, man. Like, truthfully, I don't know what to tell you people. I mean, you're clearly not going to win, right? You lost a long time ago. It's been over with. And I'm just increasing the deficit, man. You know, like I said, giving me a hard time, not in your best interest, not a smart move, man. Like I said, there's no need for this to give me a hard time. All y'all got to do is send me some money. That's all they got to do. Send me 10, 20 bucks at least, right? You already know what it is. I ain't got to explain nothing. We don't do no talking, bro. You know what I mean? Quite frankly, y'all all owe me money, and you took way too long to pay me, and you still have it. So, okay, no problem. Like I said, that's the thing with people when they want to pretend that they're testing my power or challenging my authority. Understand? Go ahead and send that money over. I need at least 50,000 to 100,000 sent to me. Y'all owe me millions. You stole my inheritance. Okay? All this other talk, it's a waste of my time, brother. See, that's the thing. I'm not worried about what you're saying. If I'm not part of some little game, then what are you talking about? Exactly. Pointless. I'm in a good mood every day, man. I'm who's happy. You can see how you folks feel. So we don't need to hear that nonsense. That's weird, right? Because it doesn't exist. We got to talk about reality, brother. Y'all owe me tons of money, bro. Millions of dollars. Go ahead and come up off that. You got my Cash App. They got a limit, whatever. Send the money. Feel me? Quit talking. Yada, 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 yada. Quit doing all that. Put your money where your mouth is. Send that money. Again, I need $50,000. That's what I need. At least. That's just to get started. Just like 50 Cent asked Diddy. So what do you mean? Y'all didn't point it out and talk about 50 Cent. All 50 Cent ever did was beg and ask for money. I'm not asking. I'm telling you what you're going to do. It's a little different. Right? He said, go on, send me $50,000 for this travel fees, airfare, hotel space, right? Right? Before I really go in. Exactly. And I'm in the same boat. I'm not asking nothing. I'm telling you what y'all gonna do. Send that money. All y'all, give me that 50, 100 grand. That's what I need. And I'm 100% serious because some of these folks, they have it. They have it, and it's my money. That's the thing. Like I said, these folks stole my inheritance. Go ahead and send me that money, man. It's all, you don't have a choice. Sooner or later, you're going to have to pay me. And they all know it. They all sit in ducks. Quack, quack, quack. They all sitting there waiting, and they got to pay me. Yeah, you got people saying good things about me. A little bit realer, folks. See, the streets is going to back me. The streets is going to speak for me. Anybody halfway real that's been through anything ever, they're going to feel me and where I'm coming from. They're not going to feel you. And this is what's going to happen. The great divide amongst all these groups when the fake starts going against the real and the real starts realizing, man, this Tyree Sneed dude was right all along about these people. Right. What took you so long? Ain't none of these people no good. Are you serious? You know what kind of people these are? Ugh. These people can't afford a hot dog. That dude sent me $1.94-95 yesterday. And again, you want to say something that doesn't make any sense. You're projecting, talking about yourself. And you were talking about a hot dog. A hot dog, sir, cost about $4. I mean, if you're going to speak and say something, at least be real about it. Cost about $4, sir. Go ahead and send the rest of that money. Because what you sent me only was $1.50. Because that's what I get. See what I'm saying? And if you use different avenues to pay me, they don't take out that much. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, $1.50 don't buy no hot dog, bro. If you're going to tell me that, cool. But you just proved my point. What did I tell you, folks? These people who always got something to say that doesn't make sense, and your agenda is clear as day. Okay, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to cause me. I get it. So that's all you got, right? Okay. So you got to be patient with them. You got to be happy and smile in their face because they upset. Feel me? They trying to project what they feeling. Like I said, $1.50 don't buy no hot dog, bro. So you just proved me right. Y'all can't afford a hot dog. I told you. See, you ain't making no sense. That's not what this about. See, the whole time, I've always had money, I've always made money, have money now. It's not about that, brother. It's about being a grown man. See what I'm saying? You have to make sense. You have to catch up. You can't just have the conversation over here. It doesn't make sense. You got to catch up. I can get a hot dog right now. Why would I do that when I have a bank account and a business running? You're not making sense. I'm about to have enough money to buy all the hot dogs I want in about 7 days, in about a week. The minute this check comes in, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, and Batman is coming harder than ever with a vengeance. You understand? Because of how I feel. You understand? It's something I keep stored. I'm always happy. I'm not upset about nothing. Never have been. I'm a human being, and I feel the way I should feel about things. You understand? And I got that drive, and my anger is a superpower. My anger and rage is what drives me. That's in the Batman film. It's in everything. So if it wasn't for that superpower, I would not have gotten this far, and I would not have accomplished all of this. It's just that simple. You know, like I said, what you're doing is in front of the whole world, right? Just like right now, I can only do so much. I only got two hands, bro. This is just basic stuff, necessities. I mean, look at me. I'm trying to have to go get to water, right? Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? When y'all could just have donated some real money, and then that way when I get going, I'm ready to go. So like I said, y'all are doing nothing for me. How can you say anything to me? It doesn't make sense. You're proving my points correct in the process. So just get with it, man. Just understand you got to talk in reality, man. You got to make sense. All that other stuff, it's never made me feel any way, brother. That's why the minute you started talking that way, I stopped everything and I addressed you all. I analyzed your behavior, and then you just kept yapping. I don't know what that is. You have no effect. I win. Easy. So like I said, End of the day, we just gonna keep on pushing, man. You understand? Like I said, it is what it is, man. These people don't seem to understand. When you talk the way you're talking, you try to talk down on me, I never forget. I never forget. You understand? I let nothing go, and I forget nothing. You understand? People don't seem to get it. You've seen too much happen. I've like God has set too many examples. I've set too many examples for people to be online trying to pretend that they're playing with me. Okay? Nobody is playing with me. Nobody plays with me at all. I've made it crystal clear to you. There's nothing funny over here. I'm out here in these streets, Wody. Do y'all see anybody coming out here and talking to me about anything, any kind of way? No, right? You got your answer every day. What matters is out here, buddy. Every time that you see me, I'm a memory. I'm a remembrance that y'all people ain't real. I'm a remembrance that all the checks that you wrote that you couldn't cash, right? That all that stuff is fake. Feel me? But like I said, man, my job is to just remain calm and do the best I can to keep pushing forward. Like I said, every day I should have what I need. Every day my needs should be met. There's a big problem here, buddy. Remember, it comes from these people dropping the ball. It all comes from them. Understand me? So again, like I said, I'm winning just like I'm winning every day. Let's talk in reality, buddy. Here I am winning. We making buku bucks. We make the most money on this network. We monopolized everything and run everything coast to coast, West Side thug life for real, right? And we in front of all y'all. What's goody? Who win? Right. These folks know everything that happened. Your boy's a gangster. Done ran everybody off. Ran them out neighborhoods. Ran them off this platform. Your boy been a boss. A little bit of fake talking ain't gonna do nothing to me, boy. You funny. I'm a boss. Like I said, we make boss moves out here, thugging. Real. Really thugging, really getting busy. You see what it is? Thug life. Forever. You understand? We've been living that thug life forever. You understand? They want to act confused about that thug life. You understand? Them thug life people be the craziest, right? Yeah, that's who I am. I told y'all have nothing. Y'all haven't seen crazy. You don't know the meaning. See what I'm saying? I got everybody on this network. They won't come within a 5,000-mile radius of me. That means something, partner. That's all that we came for, is to make sure all our points are proven. And then we walk away. We're not here to be your friend. We're not here to stay on YouTube. We're just here to get our money and go. We're here to let y'all know what time it is. That's what these folks don't get. And me, I'm gonna probably be doing this to the end of time, right? YouTube is mine. The streets is mine. It is what it is. I'm the organization. I'm the mob. All by myself. Let them talk. They ain't talking about nothing. Nobody, none of them. Feel me? It is what it is. But yeah, like I said, that's the thing you see every day, how they're trying to make it impossible for me. Why wouldn't you just send some money, man, and be a normal person? All you got to do is send me $5 at least right now, bro. I asked for 5. I got to get at least $5. It's not a choice for me. I'm out here trying to survive, man. Like I said, this has nothing to do with anything you people have said. It is a badge of honor. It is because I was targeted for making more money than your entire government combined. Now we're going to stop everything and slow down. And now you're going to pay respect for what I've done. Yep. Now, I've never struggled. I'm not struggling now. I'm doing extremely well. Like I said, that next check is up over $44 and some change. Your boy gets bread. Your boy make more money than all these people working at these wage slave jobs. Factual, proven to you. Everything has been provided. What's up now? Yep. See, the things you're saying, you can't say to me. It doesn't exist. You got to fix your rhetoric, brother. You got to learn to catch up, man. See, I know what these people are because they can't catch up. Think about that. So what are they? Okay. It's easy money, man. I don't got time for folks like that. Believe that. I talk to people who quick. These people were supposed to be quick. Y'all acted like this was your internet thing. Like you was on it. If you on it so much, if you on your job, why am I winning? That's all I'm asking. I just asked you a question, brother. Y'all are unhinged, coming undone. I'm coming undone. Irate. Wasn't wilding out. That was a tantrum. Sorry, but what? We run the streets, man. I'm not really concerned about people who ain't from the street trying to say anything besides the point, especially at this point in the game. Batman done did too much. We already won, brother. It's over with. Feel me? It's over. Victory's been in the bag. But like I said, send some real money, man. Quit playing. Send me my money. That's all. You know? And that's my thing, just the way that they try to pretend. Like you would want a Batman with none to lose, right? Who like can't get to his own money. I mean, is that something that people really want to deal with? No. So what do you mean? That's the thing. They be talking like they winning something, bro. You lose no matter what. You understand? It is what it is. You don't ever win with me. I'm a gangster. You can't win with gangsters, buddy. That's what you don't understand because you never dealt with them. You can tell these people have no experience with gangsters by the way they talk and hold themselves, by the way they move. Get up, Prince of Troy. I won't let a stone take my glory. They ain't never seen confidence like this, ever. These people want to talk. You just talking. Yeah, these dudes is talking. We do this every day, brother. Oh, ain't nothing to discuss. I mean, y'all not at this level. I mean, that's common sense. You know, we're near. What? Y'all ain't getting out in the street and getting busy. What? Y'all don't work out like me. What do you mean? It's just common sense, man. These folks really, really don't seem to get it. You got to make some sense. There's my baby. I think she's coming. Honey, let me know if you're listening, please. Okay? I love you more than anything. Right? Yeah. It's a free country, free world. I'll do what I want. I know what I'm doing. Worry about you. Feel me? All you people out there. Yeah, like I said, man, this is what it is, man. Somebody with Groovy Jimmy in his place yesterday. They told him off for real. And he just sits there. That boy is so bothered. Groovy Jimmy, let's have a talk real quick. Let me explain something to you, man. You're always talking. You never learn how to be quiet and listen. This is why you have no knowledge. Let me explain something to you, homie. Let me tell you reality, buddy. You're nobody. You will never be anybody. You understand? Like I said, that's what I knew the first time I looked at you. First time I looked at you, I dismissed you immediately. Said, oh, that's a little homie. You're a little homie. Everybody looks at you like that. Everybody will forever not respect you and treat you that way because of you. So you're running your mouth, bumping your gums. Well, let me explain what they did to you so that you can catch up to reality and get a reality check. All that illegal stuff you do on camera, all that illegal stuff you talk about, all the people that you're associated with, that you talk to, are already known snitches. They're soldier boy running tellings is what we call them. Okay, Groovy Jimmy? So you hang out with those people. You are the company you keep. Okay? Every single time you get on camera and smoke anything, right? It's all being documented. Every time you get on camera and talk about how you got jugs of you know what and you're making you know what in little jugs, that's a felony. That carries a massive prison sentence. I just want to put things in perspective for you here. Your actual reality. They got you with videos of this dude showing him like a cartoon getting locked up. And he's so behind, he can't think that he doesn't realize these people are planning your downfall in front of your face. And they have enough evidence, which they may not be able to use because they're all criminals, but I can because I'm not. And I have a federal lawsuit. So you're already part of a federal indictment, Groovy Jimmy. You're guaranteed to go to prison because you're a member. What? The red triangles. You got to be more careful, Jimmy. See, you don't get. I didn't have an agenda. I tried to be genuine with you. You were just another one who hopped out and federally indicted yourself. And this is what you and your group have a habit of doing: self-snitching and federally indicting and incriminating yourselves. You have done nothing but prove my point, Groovy Jimmy. I own you. Okay? And you have to understand those videos are out of your illegal statements. You have your own video out issuing illegal statements to me. It doesn't matter if you have headphones on, Jimmy. What you said was heard. You understand? I suggest you delete that live. That would be a smart move, brother, because if you don't, right, it's all going to be used in court against you. See what I'm saying? You don't get it, bro. Y'all's channels are your own worst nightmare. They're half the court evidence I'm going to be using against you. I'm going to say, nope, he can't lie. Pull up his channel. Right in court. I'm going to say, nope, pull up his channel. There's his channel, right? Okay, you witness Exhibit A right here, right where he's making an illegal statement towards me because he's a coward and he can't contain himself. You didn't come out here and talk to my face, right? You chose a cop-out, right? And we offered everybody, come talk in front of me. You ain't built like that. You ain't about nothing. You will never do nothing. Okay? You're soft. Okay? You're a youngin' at that. Okay? And you're not that young, bro. You're like 26 or something. Okay? He's a grown man, right? And you want to talk crazy, and you want to pretend that you crazy. Well, we all know that you're not. You understand? You talk about you've been in this and that. The streets talk. Everybody knows. Nobody knows you. We've never heard of you. You have no street history. I want that to be understood. 530 on my wrist. I run the streets. I'm in them every day active. You don't come from this. You are not about this. You are about yapping. How is that confusing to you, brother? See, these people don't get. These are actual delusional folks. Okay? We've tried to explain to you basic reality enough times. I mean, it is what it is. You're going to have to come to court, right? If not, they're going to put a warrant out for your arrest and you're going to prison. Either way, you're going to prison. So I could care less what you have to say at this point because I own you. So moving forward, right? Why are you making up stories? Even Homeboy, who was a complete, soldier boy run and tell him, coward, right? He didn't even believe your story. Even he said, all these made up stories. That was crazy, man. I heard that. I was like, man, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. You had someone that was super fake, one of the fakest people I've ever come across on here. Just super weak. Everything he did was weak. And these people want to glorify it like it's cool, like he was cool. There's nothing cool about him. This dude looked like a lawn gnome, like an oversized lawn gnome. I mean, what was cool about him? What? See, this is the thing. They literally are all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Like, that's why every time you talk, I'm confused. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Brother, you can do that all day. That's fine. I don't care what people who are delusional tell themselves or have to say. I'm just done hearing it. See the difference? These folks want to say things that don't exist. None of it exists. None of it. Now, like I said, you see how hot it is out here, right? Right? Imagine how dry my mouth is, right? Because I should have water. I'm having to walk miles just to get water. Again, I want all this is all documented for court. See, these people don't get it. I'm your undoing. You're not wise to be doing this. Keep it up. As I stated, I'm having to walk miles to get water. They know I need water, bro. I can only carry so much on me. I'm one man, bro. Y'all could come out here and help me. What do you mean? Where's the humanity at? Like, what? I don't have any enemies. I have never made enemies, bro. Like, nah, my enemies I won against. I don't have any enemies. I'm cool with everybody. So, like I said, y'all could have been put money in my pocket, help. Like what? The people pretending they didn't do anything to help me. Their agenda wasn't to help me. That's how weird these people are. You're seeing someone struggle because they defeated all of you and everybody, and instead of just saying, "Yo, I'm gonna stop being some weird way to a complete stranger," right? Like, what is your actual issue? They haven't even stated what their issue is. That's weird, man. Like I said, it's just people wanted me to be a scapegoat. I ain't nobody's scapegoat, little homie. Feel me? Like I said, I'm out here every day. Look, forget the computers, turn off your computers, turn off your phones for a second. Do you see anyone out here talking to me crazy? Do you even hear a cricket? This is how it is every day with me. People fear me. People respect me. Okay? This is my life. I have never and will never let anyone talk to me funny stuff. Talk to me with respect. You understand? Like I said, I don't know why dudes is trying to copy me, the way I talk. Ruby Jimmy's trying to copy that. You're trying to copy everything I do, bro. And you are not a crip. Good. Bro, do you not understand who I am? Like, does it really need to be explained to you? Bro, you talking about Katy, Texas, bro. Katy, Texas. Katy, Texas is nothing. Nobody cares, bro. You out there because the living cost is cheap and you mooch off of someone. What do we care, bro? Talking about food all the time. You could tell that you don't eat. What? I ain't never not eating. That's why I keep standing up. See what I'm saying? I've been doing great this entire time. Jimmy, I feed myself. I'm a grown man. The way we were raised, you don't hustle, you don't work, you don't eat. You haven't done anything for yourself. They got to provide you all your meals. You got a support system. How dare you ever run your mouth at me? How dare you ever try to tell a man who's been on his own since 16? Can you imagine how much money I've made and spent? I'm the only self-made trillionaire who ever existed. You need to get real. That's all. See, that's the reason why people don't have patience with you, because there's no patience involved with you and I. You talking to the boss. I'm what you want to be, little homie. You understand? You talking about Katy, Texas. I run everything in Houston. All street politics, I run. Dallas, run all street politics. You think I'm playing? Okay, wait till I get out there to Houston then. Hey, it ain't no problem, homie. It ain't no problem to show and prove, but we show and prove the right way. Feel me? I run Dallas street politics. Dallas streets is mine. I was who was on them for a long time. So these guys ain't listening. You ain't listening, homie. You sit inside all day. I'm a street dude. I'm a street dog, not a cat. All I do is get out here in these streets. I come from the streets. The streets speak for me. The real streets, they gonna take care of me because I took care of them, like Frank Lucas said. Facts. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Talking about, dude, I'm out here in the middle of the country, homeboy. There ain't nothing around me, man. Well, have some mercy, bro. Have a heart, bro. Golly, I'm a OG vet. What this got to do with me being an OG vet in the hood? I ain't in the hood, Jimmy. I made it out the hood, Jimmy. Jimmy, you mad, Jimmy? Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy, Mac. Can you get a croissant back? Jimmy. Jimmy. You're losing your channel and my business is thriving. Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy. Oh, Jimmy, Mac. When are you coming back? There you go. He said, hey, wave his hand. The FedEx driver gave me the thumbs up. Everybody's waving at me. Say, Jimmy. That's all I got to do is start singing. Jimmy, let me tell you something. What we going to be doing? Walk signs on. They don't stop. That's on them. Yeah. You know what we going to be doing, Jimmy? We're going to be doing performances. I'm going to have my gangsta fedora top hat on, singing in suits. Singing in suits. My whole song, my whole thing. The real soul, real rhythm, didn't take nothing from nobody, all original. You understand? Like what? Like what would be wrong with Elvis deriving something from the culture, even if he did? I don't believe he did. I think y'all have been stealing everything since day one. I think it was all original. But let's say he did. What's wrong with that? That's not stealing or taking. Half my influence comes from the culture, right? And let's say the truth. You couldn't compete with the white boy. I used to have people's dads, fathers get mad. I used to have people's fathers get mad at their sons because I was defeating them in basketball. And the dad would pull them to the side real quick and he'd tell him, I didn't know if he was trying to talk to me. And they tell him, you gonna let that white boy do that to you? You gonna let that white boy do you like that? I'm completely serious. As a kid, because I'd get them on the court, I'd be balling them up, bro. I'd be balling the brothers up, straight up, crossing them over. Oh, shook, coach. Right? And I'm a little kid with blonde hair. Like people talk about the professor. I was the professor before the professor ever existed. I am that. What are you talking about? I'm 8 million times better than the professor. The professor couldn't hold a candle to me. That's a watered down version of me. That's not even close to me. Okay, the professor on a court? Are you sorry to have a clinic? What? Bro, I'm a way taller, way stronger, can run way longer, way better handles. Are you serious? He don't have handles. Every move he does is a travel, by the way. Actually, reality. That's why he don't play in regular leagues. That's why he can't make the league, because he ain't no good. He's too slow. He's too short. I'm 6'2". See, they want to pretend. Want to have fake prodigies like that Julian guy. Isn't that his name? Julian something or something, I think. Can't remember his name, that little guy. Yeah, I'm a prodigy, bro. You're 3 feet tall. You ain't gonna make it in NBA, man. Come on, man. You know, Spud Webb was an enigma. Ever since Spud Webb, ain't nobody gonna do it like Spud. Spud could dunk. Spud was a G. Okay, Spud was built different. You know what I mean? And that's just what was meant to be for him. That was what he was meant to do, and he was amazing at it. And I give him all credit. Spud Webb was cool. The Harlem Globetrotters, they cool. They all right. I mean, what they did is incredible. You know what I mean? Like real talk. The things they would do were incredible. I give credit where credit's due. So the question is, Jimmy, how about you? Why can't you? See what I'm saying? So you wanted to really run your mouth. Bro, you're talking to a dude who's had so much money and so much power in this realm. I do whatever I want. Always. Do you understand that? I don't care about nothing. I don't worry about nothing. I just make money and ball out of control. And I'm a gangster in the street that has stepped up to every issue, any problem, any beef, and won. And I stand up to corruption for a living. Who are you? What are you talking about? You need to do your research on folks before you run your mouth. Okay? I'm the big homie. For real. You just talking. Okay? So, like I said, I'm not Gilly the Kid. I'm about 8 trillion times worse than Gilly. Understand that. For real. I'm a real street thug. That's who you running your mouth at, Wody. Yeah. And I'm right here in the street. Is there something confusing? I don't care about nothing, little homie. What's up? What's good? Huh? Exactly. Ain't talking about nothing. Good. Can't even afford gas money. That boy's scared of Brownsville, scared of the valley. It's a fact. I'm telling you right now. That dude right there and all of them on here, they can run their mouth all day. I'm just telling you the truth. They scared of the valley. You will never see them homies out here. Them fools will never come out here. Ever. And this is a no-fly zone. Like I said, you want to talk, but I'm representing what's real. I'm telling you what it is. Like I said, I'm human, bro. No, I don't drive right now. My license suspended because they gave me fake tickets. Because they was jealous because I had too much money. What are you talking about? I came up against corruption. Why do you keep wanting me to repeat myself and talk about things I don't even want to talk about? I moved forward, brother. Like, what? Here's the question. Do you have a business? No, right? Okay. Keep my name out your mouth. Feel me? Like, have no concept of who you're talking to. The man you're speaking to is who ran the Batman project by himself. See, Batman in the movie, he had all this money, they claim, right? Okay, well, then why did he go broke? Batman goes broke and struggles, bro. This is part of my journey. Like, I literally just put divine confirmation from God. These people have no faith. On my community wall, what did it say? What did it say? It told y'all. It said, you're not in a state of lack. You're not lacking. You're in training. This is part of my training, my good sir. I'm Batman. God is using me. I'm going to be riding around on bat pods in Afghanistan and Iraq. That's where God's sending me. You don't get it? God is going to be sending me overseas and stuff too, not just here. That is a mailman dog. That is a dog puppet with a mailman hat. That is awesome. Is that a mailbox? That was hilarious. I don't look in there because I don't know if they might be welding or something, and I ain't trying to look. I don't want to get caught looking. But yeah, man, it is what it is, bro. I mean, like I said, you're not seeming to get it. So Bruce Wayne had all these millions of dollars, right, in the movie. Okay, hold up. There we go. Big honks from an 18-wheeler on the highway, I think. It took him a minute, but he did it. So they support it down here, man. It's just the picture. This pond is no pond. This is the ocean, and I'm a minnow in it. I mean, I'm a big megalodon, but I'm still too small in the ocean to get to, for some of these people to understand what the channel is. That's why I'm not getting no donations. I got to get more people to understand what's going on and what I'm doing. But we try, do our best. But yeah, man, what was I saying? I ran the whole Batman project out of my own pocket, bro. I got done cooking. I made like 11 bands plus, paying for a hotel every night, $100, 100 every other night, right? You know about me, bro. So, just don't sit there and pretend, bro. Now, that's the thing. When you're talking, you don't have a choice. If you don't talk to me with some respect and address me as who I am, people are going to G-check you every time. Not people I know, not because of me, because people who are real are going to see how you get down. This is reflecting on your character. And that soldier boy run and tell him you got chilling with you that I already brought on this panel, and that's why I G-checked him and let him know I run the streets while I was wearing a chain that cost a couple of grand that none of y'all little homies can buy. Finex. So you don't get it, bro. We're 8 million moves ahead of you people. Groovy Jimmy, you're not slick. That Rob Wack dude, he's completely delusional. They actually want to pretend and say things that don't exist. That dude is sitting in a motel, Roach motel room, and they're moving him around and paying for his rooms. Okay? His family has a little bit of bread, not much, and he's depleting his ghetto hood family's resources that aren't even in the hood. To your family, you are an expenditure. To your family, you're a stressor. To your family, you're just excess baggage. That's the truth. You're weighing everybody down. So when you go to prison, I bet they pretty happy. And I'm predicting again, in your near future, you're going to go back to prison because you already made tons of illegal statements. This dude will get on his channel now, Rob Wack, and say the most illegal things I've ever heard. Real talk. Like, you had me at the point that I was like, is anyone going to say anything about this? Like, because it ain't my job. I don't do that. I'm staying out of it. Straight up. Nope, that's not what Batman do. Batman is in the street. Batman comes up against criminals and corrupt for real, right? In reality. All that other stuff, I don't do that. I don't make phone call. I don't do none of that. You'll never catch me doing that because that's not my purpose here to do on this planet. My purpose is to get busy. My purpose is to represent a cause and be a real man, what he could never be. what Groovy Jimmy can never be. So again, the entire Batman project, I ran out of pocket, Jimmy. Crime rates have been lowered out here. The streets are safe all over the valley. I saved people from actual flooding down here. And I trekked through about, they said I walked about almost 30 miles through flood water. I parted the Red Sea like Jesus. There we go. That guy's excited, man. I wish he would have stopped and given me some dough. Give me a burrito or a taco or something. But see, I don't trust people. That's why I need money. I'll buy my own food. All I'm trying to do is eat, man. All I'm trying to do is get money for food. Like, yes, I'm in this time period. God is training me. You don't got to be like that and call it something it's not, bro. It's very unfair, man. You know, and this is the reason why you're mooching off of your family, Groovy Jimmy, why you're in the position you're in another haunt. See how famous I am, Groovy? And ain't nothing groovy about you. You need to definitely take the groovy off your name. As a matter of fact, leave it, because it don't mean nothing. But you ain't no Crip, and you ain't no who Crip. How do I know? Because I am the streets. See, if you was, I would have known about you. That's what you don't get. I can go out to Katy, Houston right now and touch down the street and start talking to folks and ask them, hey, yo, you know Groovy Jimmy? I'll walk right up to Crips. So this is what you don't get. Like, you really, really talk crazy to me. And I can expose you easily. I'm in Dallas, bro. I got dudes in the street like Champ. People in Dallas will know who Champ is. People in the street vouch for me. They know we've been through things. We've been through the real, actual going through thing. I was never fake, right? I lived in the bridge. That's one of the worst shelters, craziest environments you could be in, bro. I mean, it was hard. It was hard just getting through breakfast. And I told y'all before, I can't say it on because there's rules, but crazy stuff went down in the bridge, man. And I wasn't like you ducking. See, dudes like you talk crazy online, and then you get in these streets and you want to hide and play soft and hope people don't know who you are. Me, I ain't never been that, and I don't have that choice or luxury, do I, homeboy? Because I'm a celebrity now, so everybody kind of knows me. See what I'm saying? I'm not hiding, brother. I'm really built like that. You understand? I welcome all challenges. You feel me? We don't come from the same environment. I'm desensitized already, Jimmy. You all want to talk about, oh, I'm crazy. That you don't know crazy. I'm crazy. You don't know crazy. Trust me. Trust me. Oh, yeah, I'm crazy because I come out of crazy environments. You understand? You don't know me. You're just yapping. See the point? All that talk for the birds, brother. It's a herd. That's what you are. You're a computer internet dude. Stay in your lane. That's all you got to do. Bro, I'm a lot bigger than you. I'm a lot taller than you. You understand? I'm not trying to get in that energy with you. I don't do that with internet troubles. So what's up? I'm just addressing you. You want to run your mouth. They want to act like they can't hear or something. Like, that dude, he got some weird anime smile on his face every 5 seconds, but ain't happy about nothing. The dude is hollow. He's empty inside. You can take one look at him and see that. You know? Jimmy, please stop. And you talking about, like, Janet, okay? I mean, at least talk about women. And don't try to compete with me. My girlfriend is gorgeous, bro. Have you seen what my girlfriend looks like? She's beautiful. So I don't know what your deal is. I don't know what your issue is. But, like, you need to really make sense. That's all. I don't mind if you have an issue because you're going to lose. But I'm going to be in Katy, Texas, bro, and I'm going to take over the streets in Katy, Texas. So it's like people like him don't understand. I mean, that's what it is. You want to run your mouth, that's fine. But I mean, I just know when Batman is in Katy, Texas, folks like that will be hiding inside. You understand? Terrified. I already know. You know what I mean? And that's the whole thing. You keep talking about this and that, but you in the same spot, hiding in whatever this little weird little room that you just can tell how you doing and living. I live way better than you, Groovy Jimmy. Way better. It ain't even comparable. So yeah, we got problems. Not like you. I mean, you're really struggling, bro. And I'm not here talking down. If anything, I tried to help you, did I not? See how we're so much different? You want to say something to talk down when I'm going through a time period that I'm being trained by God. I'm being forged is what they call it. I have an anointing over my life, Jimmy. I survived the impossible. Like, I really had to go through a you know what in a rebirth. I already been there, done that. I fear nothing. This is the thing you don't get. The reason why I'm so unstoppable, Jimmy, is because I already did that. I already did it. I did. I already paid all that, the ultimate cost, ultimate price, right? Because and it wasn't my choice because I have an anointing over my life. I have my soul, Jimmy. My soul is priceless. What you need to ask yourself is how many people around you have their soul? Zero. So you ain't talking about nothing, bro. You need to change the company you keep. I gave you the right advice. I'm not going to sit here and be a role model for you and give you guidance anymore when you want to act like that. You're on your own and that's it. And I'm predicting you're going to end up in prison doing hard time. I can guarantee that. All right. We'll be back in a minute.